You ever walk into a place and feel every eye on you, sizing you up, judging your clothes, your vibe, before you even open your mouth? That's the kind of heat Dr. Amara Tate felt, stepping into the first-class cabin of Horizon Star Airlines, Flight 19, New York to Paris, at 30,000 feet, with nowhere to run. This is her story, a story of a woman whose quiet strength got mistaken for something cheap, and a flight crew who thought they could mock her without consequence, only to crash and burn in a storm of their own making. Picture this. The first-class cabin's like a dream, soft lighting that feels like a warm hug, the faint scent of lavender and cedarwood floating through the air, seats that cost more than most people's rent. Amara Tate, early 40s, a black woman with a presence that's all calm and collected, slides into Suite 1B. She's rocking a sleek navy blazer, tailored to perfection, and around her neck, a necklace that doesn't just sit there, it demands attention. Jagged, unpolished sapphires, each one a deep, stormy blue, woven together with threads of black and silver. It's not your typical Tiffany sparkle, it's raw, real, like it was pulled straight from the earth. That necklace? It's the centerpiece of her brand, Raw Pulse Gems, a company she built from a tiny Brooklyn workshop into a global name. Amara's not just wearing jewelry, she's wearing her legacy, a PhD in gemology, a decade of hustle, a middle finger to the stuffy, white-gloved world of high-end bling. She's headed to Paris for the International Gem Summit, where she's the keynote speaker, about to seal a massive deal with Horizon Star to make her jewelry the face of their luxury loyalty program. The irony? Oh, it's thick, and it's coming. Amara's mind is on her speech, her notes spread out, her focus laser-sharp, but she feels it, that prickle on the back of your neck when someone's staring too long. Enter the flight crew, Linda Grayson, the senior attendant, all sharp cheekbones and tighter-than-tight bun, her smile as fake as a $3 bill. Then there's Kelly, her eager shadow, mid-20s, desperate to impress. Linda's eyes lock onto Amara's necklace, and there's this tiny smirk, a flicker of "you don't belong." Amara's seen that look her whole life, the one that says, "Who let you in here?" She brushes it off, buries her nose in her notebook. She's got bigger things to worry about, or so she thinks. The first hour's smooth, the planes hum like a lullaby, but trouble starts brewing during the drink service. Linda glides over, all polished charm. "Ma'am, something to drink before dinner?" Amara, barely looking up, says, "Sparkling water, lime, please." Linda nods, but her eyes linger on that necklace, and as she heads back to the galley, the doors crack just enough for Amara to catch the whispers. "You see that thing on 1B?" Linda's voice is low, dripping with scorn. "Those chunky blue rocks. Looks like she grabbed it from a flea market." Kelly giggles, nervous but all in. "Yeah, it's loud. Like, who wears that in first class?" Linda snorts, popping open a soda can. "New money, no taste. But it's fake dyed glass, probably. The kind of people they let up here these days." Amara's pen freezes mid-sentence. Her stomach twists, that old familiar burn of being sized up and found wanting. She's a kid again, hearing a teacher say her test score was too good to be true, or sitting in a boardroom where some suit asked if her business was just a side gig. But Amara's not that kid anymore. She's Dr. Amara Tate, CEO, a woman who turned raw stones into a revolution. She could clap back, make them eat their words right there, but she doesn't. She breathes deep, lets the anger simmer, and decides to wait. Let them dig their own graves. The jabs keep coming, sneaky, deniable, but sharp. Linda serves Amara's dinner, some fancy roasted duck with truffle risotto, and sets the plate down with a little too much flourish. "Enjoy, ma'am," she says, eyes flicking to the necklace. "And careful with that accessory. Wouldn't want those beads falling into your food." The dig's clear. Your jewelry's cheap, flimsy, fake. Amara just smiles, cool as ice. "Thanks for the concern, but it's built to last." Linda falters for a split second, thrown by the calm, then struts off, smug as ever. Later, Kelly swings by with a hot towel, her voice all fake sweet. "Wow, that necklace is so unique. My little cousin makes stuff like that at camp, with glitter and glue. So creative." Amara almost laughs, a $50,000 piece compared to a kid's craft project. "That's sweet," she says, her tone smooth as silk. "Tell her to keep creating. It's a gift." Every slice of paper cut small, but they're adding up. Linda accidentally bumps Amara's armrest, spilling a few drops of water on her cashmere scarf. "Oh, gosh, so sorry," she coos, dabbing at it with a napkin. "You've got to be careful with that scarf. Some of those cheap dyes and costume jewelry can bleed." It's the final straw, a direct hit on Amara's work, her pride, her identity. She looks up, meets Linda's smug grin, and something shifts. The observation phase is over. It's go time. What neither Amara nor the crew knows is they've got an audience. In Suite 2C, a guy with salt and pepper hair, let's call him Victor Holt, has been watching the whole thing. He's not just any passenger. He's the CEO of Horizon Star, flying under the radar to check on his airline service. Victor's old school, believes in knowing his business from the ground up, and he's on this flight because of complaints about snooty crew behavior. He's getting a front row seat to something way uglier. He hears the galley whispers, sees every eye roll, every smirk. When Linda spills that water, he's done. He hits the call button. Kelly scurries over. "Yes, sir." Victor leans in, voice calm but pointed. "Tell me about your new luxury partner. Saw something in the in-flight magazine." Kelly perks up, tapping the tiny Ropples pin on her uniform. "Oh, it's Ropples Gems, sir. Really cool brand, super exclusive." Victor nods, glancing at Amara. "Distinctive stuff, right? Not everyone's taste, I bet." Kelly takes the bait, leans in, whispering, "Honestly, some of it's a bit much. Like, not exactly classy." Victor's face stays neutral, but inside, he's fuming. He stands, walks to Amara's suite, and waits till she looks up. "Excuse me," he says, warm but direct. "That necklace, it's stunning. Straight out of Ropples' Wildheart collection, right?" Amara's surprised but smiles. "You know your gems." "Thank you." Victor grins, extending a hand. "Victor Holt, CEO of Horizon Star. It's an honor to have a Ropples fan on board." Amara shakes his hand, her voice steady. "Pleasure's mine, Victor. And I'm more than a fan, I'm Amara Tate, the founder." The cabin goes quiet, like the air's been sucked out. Linda and Kelly, watching from the galley, turn ghost white. They didn't just mock a passenger, they trashed the woman behind their airline's biggest partnership. Victor's face hardens. He turns to the galley, voice low but lethal. "Linda, Kelly, my sweet." Now, they shuffle over, faces pale, eyes on the floor. Victor doesn't yell, he doesn't need to. "You two spent 4 hours mocking DR. Tate's work, our partner's work, calling it tacky, fake, comparing it to kids' crafts. You judged her based on nothing but your own biases, and you did it wearing our uniform. You're done. Pack your things, stay in the crew rest area, and when we land, HR's waiting." He turns to the third attendant, a quiet guy named Ethan. "Ethan, you're in charge. Take care of DR. Tate." Linda and Kelly slink away, their careers in ashes. Amara watches, not with glee, but with a quiet, steely resolve. The rest of the flight's a different story. Ethan steps up, serving Amara with a kind of respect that feels like an apology. Victor slides into the seat across from her, his voice raw. "DR. Tate, I'm ashamed of my airline right now. This isn't just about two bad apples, it's a culture I've let slide. Help me fix it." Amara doesn't miss a beat. "Firing them's a start, Victor, but it's not enough.